chugging these drinks. I love Hyos, by the way.
Do you really? I was gonna bring.
They're the adaptogens one, right?
I know. I do think they make me more chatty.
They've mushrooms. I've been starting to believe more. Okay, hold on. Let's just pause real quick.
Okay, we can talk about it. Yeah. Oh, I'll open it on the thing for ASMR.
Yeah, I was looking at a lot of podcasts, and that's a very common theme now.
Is
opening a canned drink. Opening a canned drink. Yep, right on as the start.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Liquid Death, dude. That's another company I want to talk about.
He had one.
Yeah, and I see it.
No, for you.
Oh, that's right. No, I'm good right now. Thank you. I was just saying, like, that guy and his marketing, phenomenal.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Talk about good marketing. Okay.
That's another episode.
Yeah.
Dude. We're flying.
I know.
I think
we'll have to come back.
I think here's a challenge that I've seen so far. 2 ADHD people trying to stay on one topic. I have 3. Like, not even he can help us.
Should we do one
guys.
where I take my medicine?
What does that mean?
I'm on Vyvanse.
What's that?
It's like Adderall.
Oh.
It actually helps me, but
I probably should take Adderall.
Yeah. I really like it, and it's like super low dose.
I could see your smudges on your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. What are you doing? Smudges. Clean your screen.
I know.
Oh.
I can put it down. I just want it in
clean
case
it,
I need to.
Yeah, she's over it. She's over. Is that a 50?
Should I get
on this one?
That's the old like.
I was about to say, it looks like a.
How do you unsmudge
Helios.
this? I don't think I can.
You using microfiber cloths?
Oh, whatever. I literally haven't cleaned it since I bought it, so. Here, I'll just like.
Which one is that?
The Air 11 M2.
Oh.
Maybe I can just like leave my screen on.
Wow, this is the 11 M1.
Yeah. This was like last year's or
Let me
something.
just show you like where I wanted to turn it because you could see the grid.
Yeah. Here, let me just put it down.
That's cool though.
I'll just put it down.
Oh, no way.
Is this better?
No way, dude.
I'll just leave it down.
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's up to you.
Oh, dude, it hurts so much, bro.
Okay.
Do you need a re-rack? This is probably my position here.
And then this one, I'm just gonna move here.
Okay, is that in the way?
It was a little bit in the way.
Okay, so like this.
Actually, even a little bit more. Probably right here.
Okay, so I'll just keep it right there.
Yeah. Or you can do it like put it on your right hand side, but then it's kind of weird for my.
Is that weird?
Can you hear me when I lean back? Like, because sometimes I'm like obviously fidgety, so I move back here and then I'm like here.
If you move back, just pull the mic.
Okay, cool. I think I did that last time, so I'll just do that again.
Yeah, what's like the preferred distance mouth?
6 to 8 inches.
Yep.
Okay, cool. My VO teacher said that this is the distance we should be from our mics.
Really?
When we're doing VO.
Have you got any VO gigs?
Yeah, a couple.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Commercial.
Sick.
Yeah. I have my Gollum voice on my reel. We can roll whenever.
Okay.
But yeah.
Wait, so okay, I need to hear this Gollum voice right now. This is the perfect way to start this one, please.
Okay. I was saying that I did a VO reel and I found out that my Gollum voice could be like a creature in a video game. You ready? Okay.
These filthy hobbitses, I was the fat one. He takes all the blood.
All right. Okay. Okay. That's gonna be a clip itself. That's gonna, and
You asked for it.
sponsored by the Ghost.
You asked for it. Okay, let me pop this open.
Dude, so satisfying. I feel like that's a thing. Why is what? Why you have to crack open a fresh can on a podcast?
Yeah, or like
because it's a thing. It's like one of those things where it's just like, I don't know. Do you have any like traditions that you do before you go on set?
Not really.
Really?
I guess I just like am by myself and I do like a bunch of like weird noises and stuff. I just have like a mini gremlin mode. I'm like, "Ah," and then I like go on.
That's fair.
I guess, but yeah, it's like the start of a thing.
Yeah, it's just the start of a thing.
It's the start of a thing.
Yeah.
See, you like these things, don't you?
I can't put it down, but it's so weird to
It's
like
weird.
hold right now.
I know.
It's
It's like a stress ball, but it's like squishier. It's gel. I don't know. I really like it.
It looks like a boob.
I was saying it looks like those keychains where it was an animal, but you squeeze the butt and the poop comes out. Oh.
Never mind. I thought you were going to say the eyes and the ears.
The eyes, but then also it's like poop in the butt.
Yeah, I'm putting this down now.
Poop in the butt. Poop in the butt. Poop in the butt.
Dude.
Look at my shirt.
Honestly,
I got it.
that's a sick shirt. Where'd you get it?
I went to a Star Wars burlesque show. It was fucking sick.
Was it? Where was this?
It was in San Diego. It was really cool. Shout out. I forget what it's called. Oh, it's The Empire Strips Back. It was so good.
Wait, can you please? I'm new to this.
Do you know what burlesque is?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so burlesque is basically and for all
naked
you
people?
No, they're not naked. It's strip tease, but they never get fully naked.
Okay.
So like this one, she's like naked underneath, but you never see the full frontal. And it's just like dancing. A lot of times people that do burlesque are also dancers, so it's choreographed. And they do dancing numbers and like slowly take their clothes off.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to botch this so hard. There's going to be burlesque dancers that are like, this was factually wrong. It started back in the day as like kind of the like kinky strip club, but like in a more conservative time period. You should just look it up. I'm totally botching.
I'm allowed to look this up?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like PG-13 stripping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was so fun.
I mean, I like the shirt. It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks so sick. I like the design of it.
What is the guy? Oh, man. He's the main guy. He's the bad guy, but not Darth Vader. Sinister something.
I'm not going to say anything because one of my good friends is a Star Wars fan and he's going to kill me if I don't.
I know.
If I don't get this right.
I'm just really bad with names.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, my God. The Chancellor. Oh, fuck it.
Do you know?
Palpatine.
What a goat.
My guy.
What a goat.
My guy. Palpatine makes a featured. Well, I shouldn't give it away because people should go watch it.
Actual?
Not the actual guy. It's like these are all like dancers.
Okay.
Anyways.
I mean, you like
cool
my shirt?
merch.
Look at my shirt. I got Atlas. It's an everyday thing.
Oh, that's sick.
Shout out, George. I can finally wear other things.
You can.
Other than LSKD.
Yeah. If your personality was a clothing piece, what would it be?
Ooh. Like, what do you mean? Like generally like a t-shirt?
Like a t-shirt or sweatshirt? Like,
I'd be a crew neck.
I was just going to say mine would be like sweatshirts in general. I just love a good comfy sweatshirt and I have way too many of them. And I
mean, I like hoodies. Hoodies are great, but then like crew necks, I don't know why.
I think I would say crew neck too.
It's just like
are we a crew neck squad?
It's an ensemble.
It is.
Is that the right way to use that word right there?
Yeah. It's a capsule wardrobe in a clothing item.
I mean, I would definitely be a crew neck for sure.
Yeah.
When that lights up. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
That would be kind of sick.
I'm very simplistic when it comes to things.
Yeah. You like are low-key like have a cool street style.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I try.
Yeah.
I try to.
I like it.
Yeah. I don't like to be red thumb type of vibe. Does that make sense?
No.
Just like out there with my fit, you know. So
like trendy?
Like very like trendy, stay like
or like eye-catching?
I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I am eye-catching shit.
Yeah. He's like, I don't need a wardrobe to be eye-catching. Look at me. I don't know. I think I've found more of an appeal of clothing and fashion being like an expression of how I'm feeling. And I'm more okay with being like a little bit out there with what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Like my brother clowns me for like the shoes I like because he thinks that I look like a dinosaur with like my Dino Stomper sneakers.
What?
But I fucking love them. I just love them. I don't care.
Okay.
Anyways,
Dino Stoppers. I'm using that.
that's what he calls those, like platform sneakers.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like now all sneakers have like a platform.
Yeah.
Which for the short queens out there, that's a win for us. So
And kings.
And kings. But yeah. So Wolf, why are you feeling so free in your wardrobe now?
Well, a lot's changed since the last time that we've talked.
Yes.
Yeah. I recently have left my job as the content creator at LSKD here in the US, which is a big move.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I feel the right word is freeing, yes, but I also feel ready. That's the best.
I like
That's the
that.
best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you. Yeah.
I feel like it's I similarly left part-time like contracted position at the social media agency that I was at.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Momentum and my family at Momentum. And it was really bittersweet.
It is.
It's bittersweet.
It is.
Because I feel you can probably relate to this. Like anything that you do, you want to put your 110% in.
Mm-hmm.
And you only have so many percents.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're trying to put 110% in 2, 4, 6, 8 different baskets, like something has to give. And you don't want to drop the ball because like people depend on you, you know? So
Yeah. It just goes back to, it's one of the books I, follow along very wholeheartedly is Essentialism,
I don't know.
where it's a book by Greg McGowan. And that's the other thing too I loved about, LSKD is bringing back the love of reading again. And Essentialism was one of those books. And basically he talks about this diagram that he has in the book. And there's these 2 circles of the same size, right? Yeah. So these 2 circles represent who, like you, of 2 different personalities. One, with short arrows coming out, like multiple arrows, but very short arrows. Mm-hmm. The other with a long arrow going just one direction. Now, these 2 represent the person that says yes to everything. And you can probably see which one that is. Mm-hmm. And then the person that says yes to just one thing. And you can see how far those arrows go out. So those arrows are the result of you saying yes to that one thing or those many things. Mm-hmm. So...
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned before in our previous episode about ADHD, that circle with the lots of short arrows is just a like natural tendency, I feel. And yeah, I get that. And I do think like as creatives, you can dip your hat and like your toes in a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't believe in work-life balance. I don't think that you can equally have those at the same time. I feel like it's more seasonal. Mm-hmm. Like you go through seasons where work or, whatever category you want to talk about is like precedent. And then that season should end. And then another season of like rest or like life can happen or 2 different jobs, right? But those 2 things can't go on at the same time.
Yeah.
If they require the same amount of energy.
Yeah.
So I have found that one of my amazing traits that used to be thought of as a weakness is I'm a really fucking good quitter. And I know when to quit. And it's not, I don't think, like giving up. I think giving up is different than quitting.
Yeah.
Quitting for me is like a pivot and a failing, or not failing always, but like a falling forward.
Yeah.
Versus giving up is just like stagnant and that progresses nowhere.
Yeah, so I was going to say, was it a mutual understanding of you leaving?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like Erin, shout out Erin, I love you. She's growing in a way that requires someone to be there to support this like booming business. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't have the bandwidth to give. And for me with acting and creating, like a lot of it is very situational, like last minute. Last year I found out on a Tuesday that I might go to South Africa on a Thursday, you know, and
2 days notice?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's how it is sometimes. And you just got to be ready to go. And so if my life isn't set up in a way where I can do that, it was challenging. But I think, you know, they say don't work with your friends, but I think if you find someone that you can have a mutual respect and love for and be honest with, like, working with your friends is great.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, if you are dropping the ball, it made me feel so much worse.
Yeah.
So that's where it was like, oh, you know, and then we had to have that like bittersweet conversation, but it's because we're growing so much. So it's all coming from a place of like awesome growth and evolution.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can imagine like similarly for you, you know, it's like.
It was a big growth thing for sure. I mean, now I doing this was going to be the plan of like actually, you know, putting out why I did leave. It was purely for growth.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like I made my stamp. I made my point over in LSKD. Like, I'm very thankful for all the opportunities that they brought me, and as well as the people. You know, I still love those people to death. You know, like those are forever like my second family. You know, but I just saw myself at a point where I was just, you know, ready to move on. And at the current position I was at, I just wasn't feeling the growth, I just felt like there was something else more meant for like what I was supposed to do, you know?
For sure.
So it was a very difficult decision, very thought about it very long and hard. Ellie, that's what she said. And just made the decision to part ways.
Yeah.
And you know, it was very more difficult for me than anything, because you know, I did so much over there, you know. I did all the photos, I did all the video, so helped out with social reels, you know, did social plans for all these events that we were doing. And it just got to the point where I was like, I feel like I've grown so much. Have you ever like felt that you've gotten to a position where like I have this new skill set and I want to go use it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how I felt. And I, you know, honestly, to be completely frank, I ended the job the same way I started the job, and that was crying. But it was happy tears. It was happy tears. Now that I'm in the world of, you know, I'm just gonna do freelance for the time being. Like, what's the saying? The world is your oyster.
Wolf is a little mushy melon.
Wolfie is this thing.
He's
right,
a little
squish.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I feel you. It's like bittersweet. But okay, so now I feel like, I don't know if you feel this way. I'm in this interesting place where I have all of these options, like things to do. And as a person that is very scatterbrained and whatever, I'm in this transition period of like, okay, now I have new spaces of time, and I'm trying to figure out like how to use them because I have less structure now. So how are you like building in? I don't know. Have you figured it out yet? It's still like pretty fresh. But.
That's the beauty of it, right? So like, I can tell you this: the day after I left, you know, I told myself I was not going to create anything. I wasn't going to do any planning. I was just going to enjoy the moment, enjoy like my own presence and like being in the very moment of it, right?
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Of course you didn't.
I went down a rabbit hole of ChatGPT and helping me out, plan out my next steps. Like, I knew I wanted to go into like personal branding. Like, you know, I want to go revisit my personal brand of who Wolfie is. And, you know, I personally started my personal brand because I wanted my clients to kind of see me before they actually talk to me and get to know me before they get to talk to me, right? Sure. Eliminate the initial questions of initial like conversation of like, all right, cool, who is this guy and why am I going to choose this guy to work with? You know?
Yeah.
So the plan right now is to just go for it right now. Like, because, and I've learned this just recently, because like I'm deciding not to niche down, right? So I can explore like creative consulting. I can explore photography, fashion, video. Like I just talked about, DPing movies, right? Or commercials. I have such a wide variety of things I want to do, and I'm just going to do all of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's our like superpower, is because you can do all of those things because they all kind of circle a similar theme. I think what gets hard is when you're having a lot of different things and they don't all kind of mesh together.
Yeah.
Then it gets a little bit trickier. But
I think they all do mesh together though, because there's a reason you said yes to them, right? It's like you're the umbrella here, right? And all of these different things, voiceovers, acting, DPing, whatever you want to do, all falls under you. And like that right there is the niche. You're the niche, right?
Sure,
it's whatever you want to do.
Totally.
And I'm like, you know what I mean? You're like,
I like that.
You're like, wait. So my ADHD is actually my brain is my brand.
My brand is my brain.
It is. And that's so sick. Wait, that's
true.
such a revolutionary thing. Hold on, pause.
Wait, are we like soundboarding and creating your personal brand as we speak right now?
I think we are. I like everything what we've talked about already. So
wait, so like, okay, so your personal brand. Well, maybe this is my shoes off. Shoes off.
Yeah.
What is your personal brand in this moment right now?
I mean, I can go very general with it and just be like, it's just me. It's Wolfie. It's the outgoing dork who loves,
your story.
Like all this guy who's taking you into this, like this story of, telling other people's stories through media, whether it be like helping other people out or, doing it myself. And that's my brand. It's,
Yeah.
So
I think that's so interesting. Like a lot of times when or I guess speaking from experience, I never thought that my own personal brand could be me. It had to be like some sort of topic like education and wellness, yoga.
So I will say this. We talked about liquid death earlier, right? Liquid death here. Oh, this was very close to my mouth. Why didn't you say anything?
It didn't look that close.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's like, it's fine.
So actually, I took a creator course, a while back over. It was like Malibu or like Laguna Beach, Rivian. Anyways, one of the creators or one of the speakers, they mentioned liquid death, and how he basically, and I'm gonna keep this very short because like I can go on a tangent right now with this. But when it comes to branding, with the brand side, and you're looking at the person, who is the brand, they re-imaged it as if they were a character. So what does this character do? Like, who is it? What do they do? Where are they at? And, why do they do the things that they do? And that's the brand. That's your brand itself. And that to me spoke so like, that really spoke to me. And I was like, all right, cool. Like if I think about it this way, because most people think about just niching down. All right, cool. I just want to be a videographer and just do travel content. Yeah. Right.
Like, what does my bio say? What am I?
But who's the person that's traveling? Right. Is it the guy that's just a vegetarian who like just loves all these movies and then wants to pretty much recreate these movies in like in their specific spots? Like they want to travel to Thailand and go recreate The Hangover. Yeah. It's the character behind, or it's the character itself is the brand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like when I was trying to figure it out, what I was saying before was like I thought it had to be a topic. If I had a bio, it had to have general categories or people wouldn't know or want or care who I am. And I think it kind of, not to get super deep with it, but I feel like part of that was that I felt my expression, like my self-expression just wasn't enough. I needed to like show and validate why I deserved to be there and take up digital media space or acting space or whatever. And so now that I've kind of just embraced that my personal brand has become kind of similar. My story, my journey, what I do, it doesn't have to be just acting or just creating or just running or whatever. It can be all of those things. Like, that was such a revelation to me.
Mhm.
But then when I was doing kind of a brand breakdown, it made content creation so much easier, like planning it out, because instead of buckets of like wellness, acting, this, it was like times that I've quit, things that I've learned, my mental health journey. And it just became easier to create because it didn't feel so like not, I don't know what the right word, oversimplified,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
no,
or like distilled down.
if we're going to go into the topic of branding here and talk about like your character's voice, your character's voice is your in-between moments. It's everything else that's like like nobody really sees that you choose to share. And that's when people really listen. And like, that's, you know, what brings you the most joy as well, because you're just being yourself.
Yeah. This is the,
Right?
this is the in-between of all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Man. This is why I kept you on as a co-host.
Yeah, I told you, I've been on such a different mindset ever since I left.
You have.
LSKD, and
You have.
and it's not saying like, you know, like there's no bad blood between me or them.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just like
more
your
so like,
bandwidth.
yeah,
Your bandwidth was shortened, so you didn't have the bandwidth to literally expand creatively in like the ways you could, because you only have so much capacity. It's the same thing for like if a friend were to come up to you and you were having a bad day and they wanted to like unload on you.
Yeah.
Like you only have, like, you still care about them, but you only have the bandwidth for a certain amount of things. And so, you know, it's not that you don't care about them. It's like, I literally can't take in or support you in the way that you need. It's the same thing.
yeah. You know,
I
like
think.
that scene from Friends where we're just taking a break. We're taking a break.
Yeah. I feel like as a society, we need to do that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, I have this thing that I want to vent to you about. Do you have the bandwidth to listen to it and have it be acceptable to be like, sure, or also have it be acceptable to be like, no, actually I don't, and not get butthurt about it. I don't really now, but you know, I try to ask because I do feel it's like when
That's fair.
that would happen a lot when
Yeah.
I was a physical therapist. People would come in, and in addition to working with whatever trauma they had physically, they would unload some like crazy shit. And I was
Wait,
like,
should we save this for another episode? Because I can say the same thing for realtors when I do interviews with them.
dude, I was like, you know, I'm not qualified for you to tell me this, right? Like, I cannot help you there. I'm here to get your glutes stronger so you don't fuck up your knee, like not
Yeah.
whatever else is going
I'm
on
over
there.
here. I'm like, I just asked a question.
I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And it is kind of like connected, you know, like pain, not to get into the science of it, but it is like psychosomatic, you know, like in your brain, and it resonates with your body. But I was like, you got to see a different kind of therapist for that kind of,
That's so funny.
kind of help. And it would like traumatize me because I'd go home and be like, I can't help this person. And I just feel like so sad, which is why I'm not doing that anymore. But one of the reasons. But it's crazy. Like people
it's
just
wild.
unload. And
I mean, I had a similar thing with, you know, I just said with like realtors, but also when I was a personal trainer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just anyone working with someone one-on-one in an intimate setting.
It just happens.
It just happens.
It
And
really
people
just
need to like
happens.
talk to people.
Yeah.
But they don't want to go to therapy.
No,
I
man.
literally used to have a client who hired me, and I would literally go on walks with this woman.
Uh-huh.
And it was just her time to be away from her children. We did no sort of therapy. We just went for a walk. But I think it was healing for her in a different way than what my calling card intended. But like,
I have a similar story. So I had a girl that came up to me and, you know, paid like 6 weeks in advance for personal training. And all we did was go to Korean barbecue. I kid you not. I kid you not. We literally just had Korean barbecue maybe once a week. And it was literally that was our time.
are you sure this wasn't a date?
She paid me.
are you sure this wasn't a different kind of date? You're like, he became an escort. He went from personal trainer to escort.
I was just trying to be as professional as, and being a nice person as well.
How did that conversation go?
So what do you mean?
Like, hey, do you want to do leg day today? No, actually, can we go to Korean
That's exactly how it went.
Wait.
Yeah.
No.
I promise you. Literally, we would start the session. I would take her through warm-ups. And then she goes, are you hungry? And I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to get like dinner at home or something. And you're like, you want to go Korean barbecue right now? And then, of course, like the decision is on me, right? So I just said yes. Why not? Why not?
Shut up, Rodrigo. He's like, that is crazy.
Why not? It was crazy. Yeah, we went. I was like, it was weird at first. And then I got free food out of it. So
we could have a whole season of episodes of probably just crazy patient client
or
stories.
Where Wolf thinks that it's just two people having dinner, but it's actually a date.
Yeah, we could probably also have another episode of just that happens more. I have had multiple people tell me that, and listening as an objective third party that just does not know the other person, I'm like, huh? How did you not know that? Like, yeah, that's a story for another time.
All right, I think we're coming towards the end of this, right?
Okay.
And it's my turn to ask the question.
Yes.
Right? So going back to the topic of like, your brand voice and your character, I want you to describe me.
Shoes off your character.
Yes. And then I will do the same thing for you as well.
Your character is
okay, before you go on, it's the who, what, when, or who, what, and then why.
Who, what, why.
Yeah, like who, just, general, like.
General, who, what, as a brand.
Personal brand. Who's Wolfie?
Oh my gosh. The first episode, when I was like, who is Wolf? He was like, Wolf is your friend that wants to be your best friend. I forget what you just said.
Well, you have good memory. I don't remember saying any of that.
You did. You said, I'm gonna watch it back, and you were like, I am your best friend. Insert the clip from the first episode. I am your best friend that wants to be your best friend and will always be your friend.
Wow, that sounds like something I would say.
It's like, is your brand. It's like, no matter what role you play as a creator, as a videographer, so the who and the what, you're just always there. The hype person is like a little bit too much like high. You're not like the hype guy. You're just like the guy that's like nudging you, just like, yeah, do that. Or like, keep doing that. Or like, let's like do that thing. Because I think you have a really kind spirit. I genuinely mean that. You're very kind.
Thank you.
And you're also just like very open and down to do stuff. So I think that's like your brand. And the more you share that, I think that's what people will want to see more of. How you're like helping other creators or even creating your own storytelling through that lens of like a friend's lens. A friend's lens.
That's spot on. That's really good. All right, my turn. Ready?
All right.
Mine's gonna be a little bit more creative for you, okay?
Okay, mine was not.
So I see yours as a secret agent.
Oh my god!
Right? Always has an assignment, but knows how to basically change their persona for the assignment. But it's always the person. There's always a person behind the lens.
Like Mystique from X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's really funny that you say that is we did this thing in class where you sit up in the front of the class and people like put their character, like they essentially give you like a character breakdown. And a lot of ones that I got, which I thought were so funny, were like secret agent. One of them was so funny. It was like a mystery even to her boyfriend or something. Or just like the kind friend, but also it was like always dual. It was never just like one thing. It was like the kind girlfriend, but also the girlfriend who will like kick your ass kind of thing. So that's kind of funny. I do
Cool.
morph. I morph a lot.
Power Ranger.
Literally, when you said that, I was like, you know, the like
Yeah.
Kim Possible. Anyways.
Well, not that.
I know, I just showed my age. Okay, anyways, we're going to end on that note. Okay, see you next week.
Later.
Bye.